The Bible makes the list as one of the most objected books in public libraries and schools, so right along with things like 50 Shades of Grey. People feel that it violates the separation between church and state. Joining us now, Father Jonathan Morris. Father Morris, listen, I know there's a big atheist movement in this country, and I understand where people are coming from with respect to church and state, but this one is mind-boggling. I don't get it.
Well, first of all, we should be so happy we live in a country where people can object to what's in our libraries. You know, that's the most important thing. I'm very happy that atheists can go and say, we don't want the Bible. But then we need people with common sense to say, one thing is for you not to want it. Another thing is for there to be intellectual openness and tolerance for all. And I say that not just for the Bible, but for other books as well. And that's what we're losing in this country if we don't stand up and say, enough is enough. Yes, you can have your point of view, but you can't tell other people what they're allowed to read.
But again, we're talking about venues for higher learning, public schools, libraries. This is where young people in particular are supposed to go and open their minds and be like sort of blank slates that they fill it and then they make the decisions later. Someone out there is trying to manipulate the system where they prejudge the Bible.
Yeah, well, what's happening here is individual organizations, atheist organizations, have organized better than most of us because we thought, hey, listen, there's no way it could happen in the United States of America that a Bible could be banned from a public library or from a school. But it's happening because they have organized themselves, and they're organizing themselves around a principle that simply isn't in our Constitution, a supposed separation of church and state which doesn't allow people to express their religious views openly. What they're saying is that there can't be a public institution that in any way allows the name and the voice of God or of religion in general to be expressed. That is not in our Constitution. Our Constitution, our founding documents, talk about two very simple things about religion. One, of course, we know the Free Exercise Clause, that no law should be passed by Congress to stop people from exercising their religion. Then secondly, of course, the Establishment Clause. The government should not prefer one religion over another to establish a religion like there is in the United Kingdom.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, the battle for them never stops, and it's never too big or too small. This one, though, it feels like a shot across the bow. Father Morris, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Charles, very quickly, behind me is Memphis, Tennessee, where I am. Let me tell you, I was driving through a neighborhood last night. I asked somebody, how much do these huge houses cost? They said between 3 and 5. I thought, wow, 3 and 5 million. They're like, no, 300,000 to 500,000. Well, I don't know why we live in New York City.
Pick me up a couple of them, and I'll pay you when you get back. Thanks a lot.
Okay, there might be a commission.
All right, Bernie.